I'm gonna do my best and modify where I need to. All the anxious thoughts, all the plates that I'm spinning, put this morning to another new low on the scale. Just suck it up. She broke her foot at prom.
There was the end of the 40-day challenge.
Well, good morning, happy Monday. It is day 36. This is it. This is the last 5 days of the challenge. It takes me till Friday, which is also May 1st, which is so crazy. I'm excited to finish strong. I'm excited because I am starting a new workout program. So this week I'm gonna do a little obsessed. It's kind of a 5-day get you ready for 80-day obsession, which is a Beachbody program. I'm not a coach, never have been, never will be. Not trying to sell anything to anybody, but I do love the Beachbody programs. I'm gonna have to modify a lot because there's a lot that my knee will not be able to handle, but I'm gonna do my best and modify where I need to. My friend Jessie is doing it with me, so it's just always so nice to have accountability. That's one thing I need more than anything else, and it's been hard. Steven has been my accountability partner for a while, but with his physical limitations right now, you know, and his needing to rest and his busyness and all the things, you know, he's my encourager for sure, but it's hard to use somebody that's not working out as an accountability partner. So all that to say, I'm gonna get going. I've got my coffee, yay. Anyways, let's get started on this workout. We are done. I'm really excited. I miss those workouts. They're so good, so good. Happy Monday. Our breakfast day 36. I just mixed up a quick protein shake, chocolate protein powder, almond milk, and then some frozen banana and peanut butter powder.
It's another day, another salad. It's day 36, lunchtime. This is my last of these Italian salads that I prepped, so I need to prep some more either tonight or tomorrow morning. Hey, it is almost 5 o'clock. I'm gonna go for a run. It's 84 degrees. It's amazing. It's so hot. I mean, that's not that hot, but it's hotter than it's been. So I've been wanting to go for a run all day, and it's been busy. I haven't been able to, but Steven's home now. He's got the baby. I've got sick kids still, so I'm just gonna probably do 2 miles because I did walk to the park and back, which in all is about a mile. And I started a new workout program this morning, so I don't want to overdo it with my knee. So just gonna do 2 miles. Plus I need to get back and start dinner. So here we go. Mile 1. I don't know, 10 something. Okay, 2 miles done. It took me 21:14, 21:16. It was a 10:32 pace. So my last big run segment, I ran just over 6 minutes and then took a 20-second walk break and then finished the run. So that was hard. My knee, I'm gonna ice it. There was a couple of times I had to walk up some hills just because my knee was bothering me, but otherwise I felt good. All right, it's dinner time. We're having leftovers. There wasn't quite enough leftovers of all the things, so I just made myself a quick wrap with a low-carb tortilla. I got some turkey, salami, pepperoni, pickled onions, and a little bit of Laughing Cow cheese. I'll probably throw some veggies on the side and maybe a handful of chips as well, but there we go, dinner day 36. All right, good morning, happy Tuesday on day 37. Yesterday was a good day. So I got a couple sick kids that were home. I had a doctor's appointment. It was a busy day, but it was a good day as far as me following the challenge. And I woke up this morning to another new low on the scale, which is amazing. My kids have 3 full weeks of school. And then the last week of school are like 1 full day and then 3 half days, which are like finals. And then it's summer and I cannot wait. Oh my God, I love having my kids home. I love having my kids home so much. So anyways, I'm gonna get started. I'll get some clips for you. Today is booty day. Let's get started. All right, it is day 37 and I'm making my breakfast. I've got 2 slices of sourdough with an avocado, half of an avocado smashed on there, and some everything bagel seasoning. I'm gonna throw a couple eggs on top, and I think I'm gonna do some hot honey today. And maybe pickled onions also. Is that too much? I don't know, we'll see. Here's the finished plate. So I drizzled some hot honey on there. I'm gonna do the pickled onions on the side, just in case it doesn't all mesh well, because I will just eat straight up pickled onions. They're so good. All right, another day, another salad. So I just mixed up 2 salads. That's all the rooming I had. So I need to go back to Sam's Club and get more. But I've got salami, a little bit of turkey pepperoni, croutons, obviously. I threw some pickled onions on there today, and then that creamy Italian. So it's gonna be delicious. All right, dinner tonight is Korean beef bowls made with turkey. So Korean turkey bowls. I've got some roasted broccoli here and a steamed white rice. So family favorite faux show.
Good morning. It is day 37, Wednesday morning. I'm getting ready to do my workout. Pretty tired this morning. In fact, let me grab my coffee. Let's chat and sip. Pretty tired this morning. All the anxious thoughts, all the plates that I'm spinning, thinking, am I dropping something? If you know, you know. If you're a mom, or just a person with a busy life and schedule. Anyways, and then I had some pretty rough dreams that I feel like even now I'm still feeling as if they were real. So you know what that's like. It's pretty rough. Today is AAA, arms, abs, and booty. I don't know how much of it I'm gonna film. The only thing with 80-day obsession is it uses these sliders, and this floor is not conducive to sliders. So what I've done before, since using this workout room, is I go out into the kitchen, I pop open the kitchen doors, or I pop open the game room doors and do the slider moves. In an effort to save time, I might not move the camera. Maybe I'll do it once if I have to do that. I could get a little carpet for in here for when I'm doing 80-day that I need to roll out on the days that I'm doing slider moves. I might do that. We'll see, because it'll be a long time for me to go in and out. Let's get it going. All right, you see me going a lot slower here. This workout focuses on eccentric movement, so working in those negatives. So you kind of burst up and then you go back slowly or down slowly. It's just a different way to work your muscles. All right, good morning. On day 38, I kept saying 37 while I was working out. This morning is day 38. I don't know why it's so hard for me to remember the days that I'm on, but it's day 38. It's Wednesday. My camera filled up, so I thought I was recording. I hit record so many times. There were moves you didn't even get to see. And I talked to the camera for like 3 minutes at the end, thinking I was recording, but I wasn't. So anywho, I don't think it was anything super important that I was saying, just that the workout was complete and that I needed to start helping get everybody ready. I don't know. Anyways, I have only one sick kid at home now. Praise the Lord. Jeb went back to school today, a little begrudgingly. Joe is still home, and we're really hoping today will be the last day, and she should be able to go back tomorrow. But yeah, so I'm making some eggs. I am only going to do 1 slice of toast today with some avocado, and then I'm just making 3 scrambled eggs so I can have more protein, less carbs, because I'm about to tell on myself, and I wasn't going to. But yesterday I went to Sam's Club and I got a pretzel with cheese. And I know I did not gain 2.5 pounds of fat from eating that pretzel, but I know that my body did not like the fact that I ate that pretzel. And I was up 2.5 pounds on the scale this morning. Again, I know that that's water weight, inflammation, whatever. I know that's not body fat gain. So I'm not stressed about it in the sense that like, oh no, I'm gaining all this weight. But it is just that reminder that I can't eat like that. The rest of my day was great. I had eggs and toast with avocado. I had a salad for lunch. My dinner was the ground turkey, like Asian bowls with broccoli and some rice. And I didn't even have a ton of rice. So everything else in my day was wonderful. It was that dang pretzel
and cheese cup that my body just said, no. So today I'm gonna focus a little bit more on the protein and the water and less on carbs, just to let it even back out. I think, hold on, I've seen this trick. That worked really well. I'm only gonna use half of this half, so a quarter of this avocado, since I'm only using one slice of toast. I'm gonna have my breakfast. It's Wednesday, which means it's a church day. I do need to finish preparing for my Bible study. I teach a class on Wednesday nights right now, a ladies' Bible study class. Anyways, here's my breakfast. I am gonna throw some pickled onions on here, but day 38. All right, lunch day 37. So another one of those Italian salads. There's pepperoni, salami, pepper jack cheese, croutons, creamy Italian, and romaine. I'm probably gonna meal prep some more salads either later today or tomorrow. It might have to wait till tomorrow. I have a lot to do. Jackie's gonna go down for her nap, and I have a lot to do during nap time. So there's my salad. Still not tired of them. Okay, so during this morning's workout, I was talking about how I had a hard time with this gym flooring and the sliders, and I thought about getting a rug or something. I went to the store Ollie's today. I go there and get like really cheap Cliff Bars, protein bars, things like that. They always sell rugs. I found this because I don't want to get like a rug in here, right? Let me show you. I found this. I don't even know. I mean, it's just like probably like a cheap carpet type thing for like a porch or whatever. This was $14.99. It's way bigger than I need. So I am gonna try to figure out and probably cut it in half. But now I can slide to my heart's content in here. I don't have to open that room when the dogs are in there sleeping, or sometimes, you know, the kids are awake and playing video games or whatever. So, and then I can just roll this up because it's gonna collect dog hair, I guarantee, really easily. But yeah, honestly, I probably can just cut it in half this way, but I might just fold it a couple times, do some moves on it to figure out how big I need it. I don't want to cut it too small, but then I can just roll it up, shove it in the corner or something when I don't need to use sliders. I'm really, really excited because that was my hesitation with doing a lot of the different workouts and ADD obsession. It's a pain in the butt to have to go out in the other room, especially if I'm like filming and I've got it going on the TV, like having to pause to get set up, all the things. But now I don't have to. All right, good morning. It is day 39. So I've got my new little carpet thing. So far, I just have it folded in half, and I'm gonna try it and just see before I go cutting it. I'm just gonna see if half of it is the right size today, and then kind of go from there. So today is cardio core. I'm excited. It's already 5:40, so I need to get hustling. I've been a little bit slow this morning. Happy Thursday, day 39. This was the first day I had to really modify. It has 3 minutes of cardio intervals, which have a lot of bouncing and jumping. And my knee, it did okay, but I definitely just didn't bounce or jump very much. You can see here, my knee was getting sore and tired. So I'm gonna have to be careful with this workout in particular with the single leg bounces, but I'm hoping as I go along, it'll get better. All right, there we go. Day 4, cardio core, 235 calories in 30 minutes. I will take that. Anyways, time to go. Day 39. Okay, it is day 39 and I'm having my breakfast. So I've been munching on watermelon all morning. So I've got 3 eggs and some of this, like, it's like 40 calorie sliced toast. And I'm gonna make myself a little sandwich with the ketchup and eggs. It's just 3 scrambled eggs and some Kinder's caramelized onion butter seasoning, 1 slice of Swiss cheese. And that's it. I'm keeping it super simple. It just sounded really good. Just basic. Oh my gosh. I have more ketchup. you know, you gotta get your money's worth. So I really like this ketchup. I started buying this as 50% less sugar, but they don't add in artificial sweeteners. So there's only 1 gram of added sugar per tablespoon, and it tastes just like regular ketchup because there's no artificial sweeteners, and they use less salt too. So there's less sodium, which balances out the less sweet. So anyways, breakfast, day 39. All right, it is day 39 and I'm out of salads. And I kind of don't want to have a salad for lunch today. It's so cold. I mean, it's not that cold, but it feels really cold compared to what we've had. I think it's like 50 something degrees outside, and tomorrow's May 1st. I am just gonna do the bare minimum. I don't feel like prepping. I don't feel like eating it. I don't know. I don't know what my deal is. I know I'm cold. And when I'm cold, I don't want cold things. I don't want salads. I don't want smoothies. I want warm, hot food. But I'm gonna suck it up. Like I said last week, I'm gonna suck it up and finish strong. So I'm gonna wash this, and then I think I'm gonna do some of the real good chicken bites. And I have blue cheese. I am excited about that. Probably more than I should be. But yeah, so I'm gonna get this soaking, washing, rinsing, spinning, all the things, then I'll be back. Okay, so I got this washed and rinsed. I think I rinsed it. I heated up some of those real good chicken bites. I did measure out 4 ounces so I can get a good amount of protein, and I'm just gonna make 1 salad. I just want to eat, and Jackie is eating, and then she's going to take a nap, and I'm going to try to get some work done. Joe just went to school, so that's it now. They're all back in school. She was the last one to get sick. So she's in a boot because she broke her foot at prom, or day before prom. She broke her foot at a pre-prom like party. It wasn't really a party. It was like they were all getting ready together and taking pictures, and she had her prom heels on and tripped on some carpet. Thought at first it was just her toe. So she had like some Uggs that she had worn there. So she wound up putting those on, took all of her prom pictures in the Uggs. You can't tell because her dress is so long. And then she went to prom in her Uggs and danced the night away. And then end of the night, she texted me before going to like the after prom thing that her school does, that her friend had to help her change out of her dress, help her to the bathroom and everything. And she's like, I think it might be my foot. So we took her to urgent care the next day, and it was her foot. So her like 4th metatarsal neck. So she's in a walking boot, and 2 hours after we got home from urgent care, she started running 101 fever. So she had the same virus that everybody else had. It's just some random virus that caused blisters in the throat and mouth and extreme pain, lots of pain. So all that to say, she's back at school today. I'm gonna throw probably some croutons on here and then go sit and eat while Jackie finishes her lunch, and then I'm gonna edit and get the video up, and then I can start editing this video and get ahead. That's all. Well, good morning. It is Friday, but it is also day 40. I'm so excited. Day 40. Happy Friday. Happy day 40. I've got a leg day on tap, so I'm kind of excited for that. I am wearing my knee brace just to give me a little bit of support because I'm sure there's going to be some lunges and squats, which I'm going to attempt just very shallow. I'm pretty tired this morning. Like always. It's my little remote. Pretty tired this morning, but I'm always tired when my alarm goes off at 5 a.m. But I get up anyways. Fun night last night. It was the Fine Arts Academy Awards at our kids' school, and Joe got so many awards. So, because I think I've said this, but she was the lead in the school musical. But I forget too, she was the lead in the school's 1-act in the fall, which is like literally a 1-act competition piece that they go and compete, and they went to state. It was an incredible show, but the fans get to vote after the shows. She won fan favorite, actress for that, and then outstanding vocalist for the musical, and
best moment and best song of the show was one of the songs she was in. She got the Outstanding Senior Theater Award that is chosen by the teacher. So anyways, it was a fun night of celebrating Joe and all the other students that have worked so hard all year. I'm gonna get started. I have a bit of a headache. I went to bed with a bit of a headache. I was hoping I would just sleep it off, but I did not. So I've got my coffee and I've got my water, and I am excited to finish this challenge, day 40. I'm gonna finish strong. Workout is complete.
Okay, I'm gonna make my breakfast. It is day 40. I hope you can hear me over the washing machine over there, but I'm just gonna do a protein shake. I forgot to put the protein powder out. I'm gonna do like a berry and peanut butter, so it'll be like a peanut butter and jelly sandwich type situation. So I'm gonna do vanilla protein powder because I don't want it to affect the taste at all. Put half a banana in there as well. Handful of berries. I am also going to use my collagen. It's going to go in there. Do a full scoop of that. 1 scoop of this Isopure vanilla protein powder. A couple of just rounded tablespoons of this PB Fit. There we go. Delicious. Breakfast day 40. Day 40 lunch. Salad at Jason's with the baby and Steven. He's still getting his salad though. But here we go. Alright, it is dinner day 40 and I'm having eggs. I didn't have eggs for breakfast and I actually missed them. I had that shake this morning. And I also had kind of a heavy lunch, even though it was a salad. There was a lot going on. So I just did an Old Faithful. I have 2 eggs, 2 slices of sourdough. There's about a quarter of this avocado was all that was left. That's on there. Everything bagel seasoning, of course, pickled onions, a wedge of Laughing Cow, and some hot honey, drizzle of hot honey. I did that the other day and it was so good. So I'm really excited to eat this. Dinner day 40, the last dinner of this challenge. Hi there, just popping on with a real quick editing note. So you're gonna see here in a second, I had recorded my sit down to kind of talk, wrap up the week. And I realized the top of my head had been cut off. So I re-recorded the video. And when I re-recorded it towards the end, my mic shut off. And so the sound quit. And then at some point, the video all together just stopped. So I had to splice in some of the video that my head was cut off. So if you notice the camera angle changes drastically, that's why. You can see my eyeballs at least for the second part. But I just want to hop on and let you know that before we get to it because it's pretty obvious. So anyways, here we go. I just recorded 12 minutes of video and the top of my head was cut off. One of these days, maybe I'll get an actual camera where I can see what's being recorded. But anyways, there we go. There's days 36 through 40. So I'll try to hit the high notes because I'm not going through all of that again. But there was the end of the 40-day challenge. It went pretty well for the most part. I did still have some sickness in the house. Monday morning, I started a new just 5-day workout program that's a little warm up to 80-day obsession, which I'm really excited about doing again. So yeah, it was kind of a rough start to the week for sure with illnesses. I managed 5 workouts. I did get out and get 1 run done. However, that was the only run I did all week. Schedules have just been crazy. And it used to be Steven would come home every day for lunch and I could go for a run, but he just hasn't been able to do that. I did not have any sweets, although I really wanted sweets. I would say this was probably the hardest week for cravings. I struggled the most with cravings this week. I think my brain was just like, it's fine. like 38 days is enough, right? You don't have to go 40 days. So it's, it's like when you have to go to the bathroom and the closer you get to the toilet, the worse it gets. I think that was me with sweets and wanting just junk food. But I did really good with my eating. I had salads, although I didn't want to eat salads every day. And I think I shared that. And it wasn't so much that I was like tired of salad as much as it was cold. And when it's cold, I want warm food, but I'm still enjoying salads. Like I've still been eating salads. As of right now, it's been a week today since the 40-day challenge ended. I've still eaten a salad for lunch most days. I am definitely enjoying creamer in my coffee again and probably will continue to do that. I was talking with my wonderful, amazing sister-in-law, Carrie. Love you to pieces. She's like our biggest fan, one of my biggest encouragers and cheerleaders. But we were talking the other day about nutrition and health and, fitness even, and just in general, like reframing our thinking where so often in diet culture, we're like, okay, I'm going to take this away. I have to give this up. I have to stop eating this. I have to stop drinking that. I have to stop doing this. When a better way to frame things and look at things is like, what can I add in that's good and focus on that rather than focus on what do I have to give up. And when we focus on what can I add in that's good, eventually when we keep adding in those things that are good, we have less space on our plates, literally and figuratively, but we have less space for the things that are not serving us well anymore. So if I am throwing on an extra scoop of vegetables on my dinner plate, then rather than saying, oh no, I can't have rice, and then I focus on eating those vegetables first, I'm literally going to have less space in my stomach for the rice, right? Not that rice is bad, but you know what I mean? That's just an example. So rather than saying, I'm going to stop, I can't have coffee creamer, it's like, okay, what else can I add in that will help mitigate maybe some of that creamer usage? So maybe I start with water every day rather than starting with coffee. Maybe I drink water during my workouts rather than coffee, which if you've been here a while, you see me drink coffee while I'm working out regularly. I need to drink more water. That's definitely one thing I need to, moving forward, that I need to focus on, especially as we get hot into those hotter summer months. So drinking more water. And if I'm drinking more water, I have less room for coffee, which means I have less room for creamer. I am looking forward to see what's next. Next week, Stephen and I are going to sit down together and kind of recap the whole 40-day challenge, but also talk about what's next for us, not for us personally. What's next for us is us, right? But what's next for our channel? What's coming? Because we're figuring that out. When we started this, it was all about, faith, family, and fitness. Fitness being the forward leader, and this goal of achieving Boston qualification. And of course, we started the channel, and immediately I was sidelined from my knee injury, but he was still headlong into it. And then now he's been sidelined from his own knee injury, and his wasn't even from running. So don't come at me with running's bad for your knees. Not that any of y'all would, but obviously our goal, and I've said this many times, our goal eventually is still to both of us get back on track with being able to run consistently. And I know that is still a strong desire for Steven. He's ready to get back to running. But what do we do in the meantime? So that's kind of what we're praying through right now. And so I don't know exactly what's coming, but you will have next week. Like I said, next week we will sit down, Stephen and I both, and kind of talk about the 40-day challenge and then what's coming next. In the meantime, we're just going to keep on keeping on and keep trying to do a little bit better each day than what we did the day before. And there's going to be days where we don't, and there's going to be days where we go backwards, and that's life. And we don't ever want to plan for backsliding, but also give ourselves some grace and compassion for when it happens. So just know that there's grace upon grace upon grace upon grace, and his grace is sufficient. So anyways, thanks for being here, for sticking with me for this challenge for 40 days. I hope I brought you some motivation, even if one of you is motivated to get off the couch and do something to change your life and to improve your health, and then it's worth it. Anyway, subscribe if you're not already, so you can follow along with whatever is coming next.
and like this video. Make sure to share it if you enjoyed it. Share it with a friend. Go back to the beginning to watch week 1 if you didn't get to start from the beginning. Anyways, really glad you're here. Really thankful for everybody that comes and watches these videos every week. Hope to see you next week. And with that,
I'm Steven.
and I'm Lisa, and we're running our second half strong.